Hey everyone. Thank you for letting me get some rest. I had a show to do today at 5. I am so busy. Thank you guys for all the business. Thank you. Lots of people coming in to see me as a doctor. So yeah, I literally had no energy to do a show. Tomorrow night, I will be doing class, 6 p.m. if you would like to learn remote viewing. And if you are a member at the empath level. So hopefully you can meet us Friday. I've been Wednesday as well. So thank you for your patience. So pictures have come out now from 2019 showing somebody had struck Kate Middleton in the left eye. Showed that she had healed from a black eye, and then there was also a mark. Perhaps someone had struck her with an open hand, causing the bruise. Based on the way that the hand looked, it looked like it was an adult's hand as opposed to a child's hand. Sometimes children can punch their parents, and then you're walking around, and she did have a toddler. So we do want to rule that out. But this looked like it was an adult's hand had struck her, striking here and here as well. And she had been healing from that injury. I want to go back to what they said to us prior to this becoming a major event. Where is Kate? So let's go back to the remote before it was tainted by bias, right? Let's just remember what they said. So what did William say before this thing blew up last month, 2 months, whenever it was? He said, we're drunks. I'm a drunk and she's a drunk. There you have it. We're drunks. We drink. So then I thought, what the heck am I looking at? So I Googled it and found out that, yes, in fact, Kate was part of a drinking club. She started the women's drinking club in college. This was information I didn't have previously. She likes to drink. He likes to drink. He's not One Pint Willie. He was seen at the Commonwealth event swaying again, I believe. Swaying as if he was drunk next to Camilla. He said, we are drunks and we are trapped. We drink because we are trapped. He's cruel because he is trapped. So what he said, what William said to us in the remote, is that he felt trapped. He felt trapped because of his position. He felt jealous of Harry because Harry was not trapped, because Harry could come and go as he pleased. He felt that Harry was shockingly insensitive to the fact that he was trapped. It was mentioned in Spare that he couldn't even decide what to wear on his wedding day. He has no rights over. It was all decided by the Queen, and so this created an intense anger in him. He also had a head injury, which you could argue may have had an impact on his temper, his impulse control. We don't know, but it's certainly disturbing. But the takeaway from the remote was that he was an angry drunk, and that he took it out on his wife, and that she too was trapped. And so what do people who are trapped do? They take it out on other people. And so he took it out on Meghan and he took it out on Harry. She couldn't have done what she had wanted to without William's permission. She took a vow to obey him, and that is precisely what he's the future king, and she obeyed him. The consequences of obeying him were her own demise to some extent. By doing the will of a malignant narcissist, you're basically putting a loaded gun to your own head. And that's unfortunately what happened for Kate. She was loyal, or as King Charles III said in the remote, isn't loyalty worth something? He feels no love or affection for his wife. He's disgusted by his wife. And so certainly he has spoken to King Charles about being granted a divorce. Otherwise, why would King Charles have said, isn't loyalty worth something, what she's done for the family? Why would you do this to her? This is the information that came out prior to all this other stuff. So we have to assume that the remote views are not biased, and that there's something to them now that there's evidence suggesting that, in fact, there's something to it. I found myself alone as Kate in the evenings, drinking. I also was depressed. I suffered from mental health problems. As William has been saying over the last couple of days, Kate has mental health problems. Well, she does have mental health problems because she feels starved for love. She's trapped in a cage where she's expected to be perfect, and her husband is out cavorting with somebody else, all of which can cause intense feelings of insecurity, eating disorders, etc. The problem when you have an eating disorder, or the problem when you're underweight, is that pharmaceuticals can be much more potent, particularly if you mix them with alcohol. My concern is that there may have been a drug-alcohol interaction. Other people are concerned that he may have struck her, she hit her head, and that may have been the reason for the ambulances on December 28th, was that she was actually physically assaulted. There had been a history of physical altercations between the two of them. Maybe confronting him because of whatever was going on between him and somebody else, right? Rose Hanbury. We don't know. It felt to me like I was unresponsive, which means I may have accidentally harmed myself. Certainly over the holidays, people sometimes drink a little bit too much. If you're prescribed something like a benzodiazepine or something like that, a muscle relaxant, it's a dangerous combination and something that people just don't think about sometimes. But it's starting to emerge that he is portraying her as mentally unstable, as if to say that he has put her away, which is another thing she said. She feared she would be put away. Has he had her committed? Because like Diana, she's not worth the trouble. So now they want to bash her as crazy, stupid, putting up crazy things, being mentally insane. And so the golden child has now become the latest sacrificial lamb of this extremely sick family, which is why "Down with the Crown" has become such a powerful slogan lately. People are sick of it. This does not bring in tourism. It does not help your economy. And it's not worth it for you to give up your ethics for this psychopathic family simply because you think it's going to bring in tourism. It's absolutely absurd. And your ethics should not be for sale to this family or any other. It's like the frickin' mafia. And it needs to be dissolved. That's my personal opinion. If this individual did something to harm his wife, he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. All right, I want to thank you for listening. Be sure and share, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Be well. Thank you, everyone, for your support.